So I promised myself when I started making videos that as I learned things, I would pass them on to everybody. So I've learned a few things and I'm going to teach them to you right now. Well, everybody wants to know, man, how do these people get these outstanding videos? It's really not that difficult, right? You need a light source. You need decent audio, quiet place. And you need a subject. Matter of fact, I would beg to differ. I'd argue that point. Because really, you don't even need a subject. All you need is a way to record yourself, and you need some light so that you don't have a bunch of shadows. I personally just use a phone. I'm just right here on a phone. I got it propped up with one of them things that you put on your belt to hold your smartphone. I got it clicked on the top of my computer there. That squares me up in the frame so that I can kind of see myself, because I'm not no video person. I don't know much about this. So, you just got to feel your way through. But I'm using that little clip to clip my phone right there so I can see what I got. I got a light right behind that, right there, shining right in my eyeballs. But that's to keep the shadows off of me so I don't look like I'm in a hostage video. And I have a subject matter. I have something I wanted to share with people. I want you to get past this whole notion that you have to have some huge amount of money involved in this, because really it's about the material that you present to people and how real you can come across. People most of the time that are sitting, such as myself, I like the personality part of videos. I could care less so much about the production side as much as I do, okay, do I identify with this person? Do they seem to have the same kind of, mindset as what I do? Or do they say something that, catches my attention, makes me feel like I want to listen to the rest of them? And most of the people that I wind up watching are exactly that. They're just plain old people. They're just out here trying to share some knowledge with you, man, and they're not really trying to make it all that confusing. Now, with that being said, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that as I progress in this whole journey that I'm not going to upgrade, and I'll share that with you along the way. But right now, just getting started to do a quality video, like I personally think that it's okay. Yeah, it's not Think Media quality, because Think Media's got a bigger bank account than Guy does. That's fine. They also have a world of experience that I don't have, which I must say, I have totally trolled them, and I have learned a lot, and the knowledge is out there for free. So I encourage you, if you see this, go check out some of their stuff, because they seem to really have good intentions in mind. Obviously, they're about making money, but they are trying to teach people properly. And I have taken a lot of things that they have spoke about and applied to myself. No, I haven't purchased anything from them. And I don't think you do. I don't think anybody needs to purchase anything from anyone to start shooting quality videos. Now, you may decide to purchase something so that you can grow along the way and take your journey further. But to start, take your phone out, find a way to prop it up, square yourself up in it, get a subject matter that you feel good about, and begin to present it. And it will work itself out. You just need three things. Light, which you can just open a window up, get some natural light. Actually, I think that's the easiest way. Or you can go buy you I think I got like $15 and that light right there, which I don't really know exactly the right lighting to set everything, but I'm learning. You got to take things one step at a time. So I just want to push up on you this time about, like, hey man, don't worry about what the dude with 500 billion subscribers and 10 billion views is doing. Okay, they've been doing this a little bit longer than you probably, and they probably have a step up on you. But what they don't have on you is your personality. They're working theirs. Now you work yours. You present things the way you want. And don't be afraid to troll people. Don't be afraid. And when I say troll people, I mean in the most sincere kind of way. Watch videos. I was a consumer just not too awful long ago. And my whole mindset changed. Well, okay, if I'm going to be a consumer for more than, and this is just my own opinion, if I'm going to be a consumer for more than 30 minutes a day, I may as well learn to put me some content on here and share some things that I feel strong about with the world. And that's another thing. As you begin to create videos, I think it's important to not so much worry about how many views you get, how many subscribers you get, but do you believe in the content? Will you be proud of what you spoke about forever? Now, I can tell you, you make a video, you're going to look back at that video and you're going to nitpick yourself to death. You're going to be like, man, I squint too much. My hands move too much. I don't sound right. Look, get over that, man. If you got people that talk to you, then that's exactly how they're hearing you. Just get over all that. Reach up, push play, speak into it, and don't give yourself a bunch of editing time. In my personal opinion, I think for your first couple videos, obviously start learning editing. Start learning how to do those types of things. I think that's obviously it's a great thing you need to learn to do. But to just start, just reach up, push play, share it out. And what that's going to do is, not only is it going to go ahead and get your first video out there, but now you have a benchmark. Now you can look back and you can say, okay, this is my first video. Now, what can I do that's within my means to up my game on the next? Because that's the only way I would have ever got started. Truth be told, I would have sat here, if I would have done a bunch of stuff and like done take after take and then sat and nitpicked, I would have never shared anything. I finally just reached the point where I was like, you know what? I'm going to hit play and I'm going to talk about something I strongly know about, I don't need a script for, which at that time, drugs and alcohol, addiction, going to prison, these are all things that I've lived. I've came through, I've found the other side, but I've lived it, so it's within me. I can talk about it freely and openly, and I could go for hours about it. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about making your first video. Get your phone. Get a way to prop it up. I use the thing that you put on your belt to slide your phone in. I used it, clipped it on top of my computer. I got like a $15 light in the background. Got a window open right there. I'm sitting in a quiet room. Got my dog barking in the background, but that's super buggy. I can't stop him. And I push play. I believe in this. I believe that if you're sitting there watching this and you're thinking, man, I'd love to just be making something and I'd love to teach this, then just teach it. Find a way. If you got a phone, if you got a window, you got a quiet place to sit down, a way to prop up your camera so that you can video yourself, you can start. You can start right now. And I challenge you to do that. I challenge you just to do it, because if you do it and you put it out there and you play this game with yourself of, okay, every time. Now, I haven't never spoken and said, I'm going to do a video every day. I got other things going on, man. I'm a dad. I got a ton of other things in my life that I need to take care of besides making videos. But I can think about it. And I can think about things that I can do to up my game. And I've been trying to do that every week. I try to bring a little bit more to my game so that as I move forward and I look back on my progression, then I'll be able to clearly see, okay, well, I need to work on this. Okay, I need to work on this. Okay, I need to work on this. But for this video to make great videos like this, in my most humble opinion, for what I have in it, which is basically free to me because I had the phone already. The light I went and bought for $15. I got two of them actually. So if I wanted to, I could really shine some light on this subject. I already had this thing that goes on my belt that I absolutely hate to actually use the way it's supposed to be used. So I clip it on top of my computer and I push play. And now I'm learning some editing skills and I'm getting all that, but don't worry about that. Just hit record. Go through the steps to create your channel if you haven't already. Upload it. and let the world see it. I promise you, it's not going to, nobody's going to come out through the screen and eat you. Okay, some little butthole might come on and leave some kind of ignorant comment, and just block it and move on. Don't even worry about it, man. It doesn't even matter. They're insignificant. They're insignificant. They don't even matter. So don't let some little something that you think you don't have perfect hold you back, because I promise you, I mentioned Think Media. I have watched a lot of things, and I have gained a lot of knowledge, like for free, totally for free, just by starting to look for stuff. I encourage you, do the same thing. There's things out there for you to learn that's free. You don't have to pay it, not one thing for. If you want to learn about editing, I can tell you exactly where I learned my beginning editing. And for a dad, this is hard to say. I had to ask my 14-year-old. I said, Guy Anthony, that's his name, Guy Anthony Bandy II. I said, hey man, is there any way you could show Dad how to use his CapCut stuff? You know, hey, humble yourself. Learn something new. The next thing you know, you don't have to ask anybody for anything. You're able to learn some of these things. It just snowballs into more and more things that you start. It's not as overwhelming. You'll start adding more and more stuff. I didn't have no idea about lighting, didn't have no idea about how to set my phone, didn't have no idea about the noise that I needed to think about. I didn't have no idea about none of that. And the only way that I truly found it out was to push play, record myself, and I personally felt like that the way that I could get started was to reach out to people, let them know what I'm about, where my world has been, how things have been for me, something that is evergreen for me. I'm not talking evergreen business-wise. I'm talking evergreen that I will never be unproud of it. If my grandchildren one day are looking through YouTube and they come across old Grandpa, I know that they'll be like, hey man, you know what, Grandpa seemed like he was a pretty cool old dude. He had learned. He learned. He made some bad mistakes and some horrible decisions, but he learned and he progressed and he moved forward from it. So I just encourage you, just reach up and push play, get started, because the world does want to hear from you. Leave me a comment, like, subscribe. Let me know that you got started. Let me know that hey man, I'm just going to jump in and I'm just going to do it, because that's the only way you're ever going to get past some of these hurdles that you need to get over, like feeling like you're talking to yourself. It's odd. You forget where to look and all that, and that's cool. Make the mistakes. People want to see you make mistakes because they're people too. They're real. They're real people. On the other side of this is somebody that is just as real as me. They just need to hear somebody say something in the way that's like, you know what? Exactly. That's exactly what I need to do. So please, like, subscribe, do all that kind of thing. Share for me if you can. Support me if you can like that. Just doesn't cost you a dime, just a like and a subscribe. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Good or bad, I can take it either way. Just be kind as far as words that's used, because this is a family platform. Please just push record, get started, and you'll have a good time with it. I almost guarantee that if you just reach up, push record, not only will you have a good time with it, but you'll be sharing things with the world that they need to hear, and you'll be stepping outside your comfort zone, which once you step outside your comfort zone, all of a sudden that wasn't comfortable becomes pretty sure-footed. Like, okay, I got this. So until next time, you guys take care.